we are disgustingly biased when it comes to this issue. Look at how many airtime Netanyahu and his folks have on air on a daily basis. Andrea Mitchell and others. I never seen one Palestinian being interviewed on these same issues.
Well, I'll push back on that a little. We've had Palestinian
maybe for 30 seconds, and then you have 25 minutes for Bibi Netanyahu and half an hour for Naftali Bennett and many others. Listen, the Ayman Muhyiddin story. Let's talk about this. We are home and we can discuss this. Ayman Muhyiddin is covering the Palestinian sides, and we get upset. It's too pro-Palestinian. We don't like it. We push him back, and thanks for social media that brought him in. Let's talk about these issues.
Point taken, but doesn't it reveal equally our thinking that we now have Ayman Muhyiddin on air, and I think there's been very fair and balanced
coverage. Thanks to social media, and thanks for the pushback from the public opinion. And I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but it's 1/10 is giving to the Palestinian voice and 99% to the Israeli voice, and that's why the public opinion is pro-Israeli, which is the opposite in the rest of the world.
And Eli, do you think that's the case? Do you think American media is skewed in favor of Israeli coverage?
I mean, I'm kind of baffled, honestly, by what Rula was just saying there. Israel has experienced terrible press when you have these pictures of dead Gazans and you see these casualties. I think the media has been covering that for what it is, which is a terrible human tragedy. And the response from often Israeli officials in U.S. and in Western media in general has often been very defensive. And, you know, the notion that, you know, AIPAC is a very powerful lobby on Capitol Hill, I think that Israel has a lot of support because there's a kind of cultural affinity between Americans and Israelis, and they see them as less foreign in a lot of ways than they do with Palestinians. But that's a much deeper question. I don't think it can be explained by lobbyists or the political process, and I would say that the anti-Israel side has been extremely...
Eli, let's be honest. It's the only point of view that's been expressed.
It's not the only point of view. You're expressing a point of view
right now on the air right now.
Let's be honest.
But it is a challenge. Look, it's certainly a huge megaphone on the other side of this.